You know, after the drop-off of the past few episodes, this is something that we needed. Something that gets this show back up to the quality that I know that it is. It's not perfect, though. I'm not expecting perfection, but it is nice to finally talk about another great episode of this show again after watching some that were, not so good. None of them were bad, but some of them definitely had a steep drop-off. So, let's talk about it. What's up, what's happening, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Animation Station, your one-stop destination for anything and everything animation, including a blue hedgehog that runs faster than the speed of sound, and TV and movies. I'm your host, Jackson Small. Welcome back to SoniCemberX. Let's talk about Season 1, Episode 8, Satellite Swindler. This is going to be another short review because it's a pretty simple, straightforward plot, but it's a great one because it actually forwards the story this time. Let me do my best to explain. This episode is about Eggman creating a robot to steal satellites, and he uses these satellites as recycling to make parts for his other robots. Sonic catches wind of this, of course, and he and Tails fly up there to try to stop him, but the old tornado isn't quite cutting it, so they're gonna have to improve the tornado, but also simultaneously the president is getting ready to launch a missile strike at this robot. So there's tension, there's stakes, and while Eggman says it's innocent, it's not very innocent, because he's Eggman. So that's pretty much the episode, but it's a really good episode. It has a lot of action. I love the Tornado X's design. Really cool update of the original Tornado. Even though I will say I do wish that they went with the SA2 design for the Tornado, but that's just me. It's probably just me. I just really love the design of the Tornado 2 in that game. It's really cool. But the rest of the show, this episode, is great. I like the banter back and forth with Sonic and Amy. I like how Ella is actually teaching Amy to bake, which is cute. You have Cream dancing along to a program on the TV, which is cute. And then you have a part with a broken TV that probably could have just not been there and you wouldn't have missed anything. You'd get the same episode regardless. And then the final 10 minutes of the episode are fantastic. You have them going up into the stratosphere, which is as close as they get to breaking out of space in this series so far. You have Sonic getting frozen solid, you have Chris actually helping to save the day, and you have Sonic in this really cool shot getting Emerald Ring energy from this emitter in the new Tornado X, which allows him to break through the ice, and he stands up with the coolest freaking pose and shot. Like, there's a reason why it's the thumbnail of the actual episode on YouTube. It is too freaking cool not to use. So, that's pretty much the episode. I talked about the pros, I've talked about some minor things, so let's just get straight into my final thoughts. After the steep drop-off of the past two episodes, this was a much-needed bounce back. The Tornado X is really cool, the plot is great because it actually forwards the story this time, the action is back to being top-notch, all the scenes in both versions of the Tornado in this episode are fantastic, the jokes are pretty funny, and the final 10 minutes are awesome. However, the story is pretty slow, and the part with the broken TV, as funny and cute as it is, it could have been cut out entirely, and you would have got the same episode. Minor complaints though, this one's a blast. Final verdict for this episode is an 8 out of 10. Check it out if you haven't already, with the pinned comment in the comments down below. Well, that's it. That's all for me. So until our next episode, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.
Listen, I will soon forget. So listen and you won't regret. Be true to yourself, don't miss your chance, and you won't end up like the fool who ripped his pants.